That's an intelligent question. Why does it scare you being thrown off a ladder at work in the middle of the night? Welcome, magical friends. Welcome for another evening of Psychic Couple Reacts. Are you in the mood to watch something scary tonight?
I'm in the mood, and now I'm going to be attempting to do the voice. But this is the only type of voice I can do.
So it's very close. It's like the female version of the guy that does all the voiceovers for these shows.
Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Lady O, and I'm an empath and intuitive. And tonight we're going to be watching the Paranormal Night Shift, a future episode we haven't seen before.
This is, the Paranormal Night Shift it taps into the fact that most of the spookiest, scariest, magical stuff happens in the dark when you're alone. And when you work the night shift, which is also called the graveyard shift, if you guys work the graveyard shift, leave us a little note about what you do. And if you've had any paranormal activities, any high strangeness that you've experienced while working all night alone or with another person or some spirits. So we're here. It's pretty late where we are. And so we like to watch all our shows very late at night.
Yes.
And what do we have here tonight? We're going to give our take on this, aren't we?
Yeah, we are going to jump right in. We have no idea what this episode is about. So we are going to be watching it with you. And we can properly get scared together as we hope to dismantle and...
Don't be afraid.
Yes, and we're going to try
be very afraid.
understand. We're going to try to understand what this episode is about.
We're going to break it down, what's happening psychically. Also, it might be a good time to get your stuffed animal or your favorite pillow or your favorite blanket, turn off the light, and don't be afraid. Let's go.
My name is Al Campbell, and I work the night shift.
This is a vampire bat's view perspective when you fly over the city.
I work in a local gas station. I work the day shift normally, but I wanted to save more money for my wedding and save money for my son. So I asked if I could start working the night shift to get more hours.
Al loves his job, but not the area it's located in.
There's a graveyard about 2 blocks away from the gas station.
Of course there is.
That freaked me out a little bit.
And that's
to start.
not all.
This gas station is located in a very dangerous part of my town. I have no choice but to lock the doors at night. When a customer wants to come inside, they ring a buzzer, and I use a button to unlock it. For my own safety, I'm trapped inside the store.
There are other security measures in place.
We have 3 security cameras that look on our registers, and they also look out at the aisles.
He seems pretty believable.
He is. I love how authentic he is, and what a sweet, innocent guy.
The night shift, it was pretty normal at first.
I wouldn't hire him to work the night shift in a neighborhood like that.
My duties include cleaning the coffee pots, the pop area, fountain area.
Carrying the coffins out, polishing.
I was done with everything early. I decided to crack open my book.
The Book of the Dead.
And no sooner that I cracked it open, started hearing the buzzer to the front door go off.
And no one's there. Oh no.
I didn't see anybody at the door at all.
But the buzzer keeps going off.
At first, I thought maybe I was hearing things.
Or electrical
maybe
issues.
It was just my mind playing
That's where
tricks
I
on
always
me.
go.
That's right.
And then...
Oh
Someone
no.
or something knocked on the glass.
It's playing with him. Come on outside.
I just looked back and forth to try to see anything, and I saw nothing.
These mischievous spirits love to do that. They want
With
to see you react to what they do.
Okay.
What was that?
Not long after, I started hearing another noise, but this time it was coming from inside the store. It was like a scratching, kind of nails on a chalkboard noise.
He follows the sound.
As I'm walking towards the restroom, I can hear the screeching sound getting louder and louder.
Oh, God.
From the bathroom?
I was a little freaked out, thinking there's something in here and I have to get it out.
Al finds the courage to look inside.
Nothing.
My first reaction was shock. I didn't see anything. As soon as I realized nothing was there, I just kind of stepped out of the bathroom and stared at the door. Like, what did I just witness kind of thing? Am I really going crazy?
That's got to be stressful to think maybe you're going crazy, right?
It's very stressful. All these weird things were happening to me, but the worst was yet to come.
Oh, God.
The Slurpee machine was oozing black Slurpees.
Imagine.
And it wasn't licorice flavor.
Imagine if all the Slurpee machines just started all coming down
As
all
I
at the
was
same time.
walking
Oh, you know, I'd
back
be grabbing
to the
cups.
front of the store, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw someone or something move, dart really fast.
Hello? Who's in here?
Yeah, you would think it's maybe some kid, right?
If you don't come out, I'm going to call the police.
Oh, no.
Hello?
Wow.
Where are you?
You know, the security footage has him going around the shop
I would
looking
love
around.
to see the real
Yeah.
security footage.
Doesn't call the police, but decides to call his boss.
It's Al. I'm sorry to bother you so late.
My boss just brushed it off, really, like someone was messing with me. It's no big deal. After she told me that, I just felt like I was going crazy.
Why didn't you just quit or go back to days only?
I had a lot of financial obligations.
Oh, this is more than one night.
Oh, my God.
The next shift I had for the overnight, everything was fine. Everything was normal.
But just a few hours into a shift, that changes.
The beer cooler lights were going on and off, on and off.
Would you think it's an electrical
Makes
issue?
Al uneasy.
Yes, I would at
There's
first.
no way it could be flickering like that. Those are motion-activated lights.
But
Okay.
there still could be glitching, right?
Sure.
Anxiety skyrocketed.
Look, he obviously has a belief in the paranormal.
Or he's open to it.
Electrical
Yeah.
interference is
I started
a classic
hearing the
sign
buzzer
of
go
a spirit
off.
is around.
And go off, and it wouldn't stop. I heard noises on the glass doors.
Oh, this is a portal.
This is
isn't
a
it?
portal.
Yeah.
Scratching noises and
Poltergeist.
like banging noises
Oh.
and knocking noises.
I mean, that can give somebody a heart attack.
This is like one of those haunted houses at Halloween where they're making everything happen at once.
I feel like someone's staring at me, someone's watching me.
What happens next haunts him to this day.
What?
My eyes got big, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. It
What were you seeing?
was absolutely terrifying.
Oh my God. I mean, that's the kind of thing
I
gives
gotta see
people
what
heart
he saw.
attacks.
Yeah, I gotta see what he saw.
While working nights,
They always wait to
like
tell
an
you what he saw.
ascension, Al experiences unexplained sights and sounds.
Person staring at me.
Ooh.
At that point, I freaked out a little bit.
Wait.
What's going on?
There's something in here.
Calm down. It's probably teenagers trying to prank you.
Can we please just look at the security footage?
My boss played it down like it was nothing, but I knew it wasn't. As we were reviewing the footage, I noticed something strange.
You got to be kidding me.
I saw a shadowy-like person go back and forth really fast, like they were pacing back and forth. On
Okay.
the video
This is great.
was the same thing that was messing with me. The way it was walking was very aggressive. There's proof on the tapes that this is happening.
This is amazing.
And that Al's boss reveals a tortured history.
She said the gas station that I work at is the site of the Trail of Death.
In the early 19th century, the indigenous peoples of the Lake Michigan region are forced from their lands at gunpoint. An expulsion mark.
Not the kind of thing they tell you at the 7-Eleven orientation, apparently.
No.
Suffering.
The path they walked became the Trail of Death.
I think Al is just in this vortex.
Yeah, he is in a vortex. He's the
That
vortex
person that Al
has to
sees.
do with something specific. It is not just an energy vortex. This is the site
also,
of
like,
great
we've-
trauma.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Like, you know, we've even talked about going to what was it called? That battle? Is it
Several. We talked about several. You mean on the East Coast or the Trail of Tears? Where?
East Coast?
Yeah.
And there's a very famous battle site that we were talking about driving through and maybe going and film.
It was where, yeah,
And filming.
during George Washington's time.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Colonial Williamsburg. We're talking about Valley Forge. There are people have actually seen the
they've
soldiers.
seen soldiers still fighting.
Yes.
So I think it's some sort of loop. It has to be an energetic loop. Now, in this case, it doesn't seem like they're reenacting.
No.
Because they seem to be interacting with him directly.
Well,
in
what's
the
happening is
3D.
when we mean by, guys, you know, as when we talk about it, what a loop is that the imprint is there recurring. It's like something that is on a loop, but it's not actually the spirit. They've left their energetic residue there, you might say, which keeps going in the same swirl of spirit energy. But this seems to be a soul that has not crossed over, that is tormented,
Right.
that is still relating to this space as their own,
Right.
as the site of their trauma, and they're trying to resolve it. So he is an unknown. He doesn't belong in that space. And this is where that confusion, that conflict is arising.
Exactly.
Was something paranormal.
Why did you go back to work?
My main reason is because I need to make money for my son and for my fiance.
He's like, how many
Make
times I
sure
got to
that
tell
we
you
have
I need to make
a
money?
healthy home.
Yeah, but we need you to be
Wow.
at peace. This is crazy.
Al stays on the job, but is anxious.
I always feel like something is watching me or someone is watching me.
The smallest tasks have Al on edge.
Yeah.
One night I had to replenish the fountain cups, and in order to do that I had to go in the back storage room. In order to reach the cups, I have to climb a ladder.
I hope it doesn't
make my
push
way
him
up
off.
the ladder, and I get the box of cups, and I throw them down.
Oh, God. Oh,
Started
no.
making my way down the ladder, and I started feeling a small shake,
What?
and the shaking got more intense. I was scared I was gonna fall.
Oh, my God.
Something just threw me off the ladder.
Oh.
I'm in a lot of pain, and I was just laying there shocked, like, what just happened? And then I look up and the ladder started crashing towards me.
Yo,
Oh
this
my
spirit
God.
is not
The
relenting.
ladder smashed on the ground and made a really loud, deafening noise.
Big intervention
And I
needs to
just
happen
sat
here.
there with my knees to my chest, confused, scared, and I cried. And I don't cry very often, but at that moment, I was so scared, I didn't know what else to do.
Al falling off this ladder.
That kind of interaction, that's poltergeist activity. When they get violent, when they're getting violent, this is rage.
And it's so deliberate.
This is deliberate. This is not, they don't know what they're doing with their energy. This is a pointed attack on those who are still in this realm.
Yeah.
So this is, now it's time. You have to call out
this
the
is
big guns.
Big guns for this one.
They tended to harm Al.
An entire shamanic ceremony needs to happen here
Interacting with Al,
and to move them forward into the next dimension, that's for sure.
Wow.
I just go to work.
What did it say?
Let's go back a little.
Why did this incident scare you so much?
Because I could have died.
That's an intelligent question. Why does it scare you being thrown off a ladder at work in the middle of the night
And why
while
is
black
it
mist
scary?
surrounds you?
And why is it scary for a ladder to come crashing down on you after it was
happen to me.
probably picked
Oh
up
my
and
God.
thrown at you?
I'm by myself. I don't know how to protect myself against someone or something I can't see.
We just have to teach you.
Okay.
He hasn't had any more encounters with the spirit,
But he knows it's still there.
but he knows it's still there.
Go to
So,
work.
okay, so this is a great example of turned his emotional energy around. He said, I'm not going. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's interesting because I've never actually seen that in any of the paranormal night shifts. Everybody quits. But he said, no, I'm facing this because my love for my son, my love for my family, and my determination. So he, and once again, we've talked about this so many times in other shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes these spirits, if they're not evildoers or bad,
Yes, they just
They're-
need to kind of like, they just need
they're
to.
scaring you into your strength and your power so you get out of the victim
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah. And so they're kind of, okay, so do you have what it takes to be in this space
Yeah.
with me? Oh, I threw you off the ladder. I got it out
I mean,
of my
it's pretty
system.
extreme, right?
I mean,
like-
I would have been immediately having a clearing and a ceremony.
I still would sage and do all that. I mean,
Yep.
if it's a burial ground, I mean, honestly, you probably may have to go to the natives that live in that area and have the tribal leaders and the chiefs.
If there's any descendants of that tribe
and
in
make
that,
peace
yes.
and bring peace to that area and
I would-
actually like do a circle around the building.
I would have a
and do-
shaman, a medicine
yeah.
man, a psychic medium,
ceremonial.
all there together. And this would be good. And I would have an empath talk to him to help him to really calm his nerves so that he doesn't feel he's getting any attachments on him and that he's bringing this home with him, because certainly it can happen. And spirits who are very mischievous or want to kind of suck off of the positive energy, this guy's got a brand new baby. And if that spirit hears that, they do follow you home and they will attach themselves to those who are more innocent than you.
Yeah.
So it's very important to really, we need
Like
to teach,
handle
this.
Handle it when it
Yes,
happens.
don't just go, okay, calm down. Let me not rock the boat.
It would be really nice for there to be like more education in the area of how to deal with paranormal.
Well,
I mean, now they're starting
let's
to
make that
become
school
more,
happen.
I know, but like really widespread education.
Yes,
So everybody
yes.
is like raised to understand like there is a world that you should communicate with. You don't turn a blind eye.
We are heading there
Yeah.
because you cannot avoid this. And the spirit world, if you want to call it that, the spirit world knows that we have to share this space together. Many of these spirits are not leaving. It doesn't matter what you say. You can try to convince them, but you cannot cast them out. They feel that they belong there. They feel they have ownership of that. Sometimes that actual house, they
Right.
think that.
Right.
Forget just the land.
Yeah, it's true.
And so hopefully he has now learned that he doesn't need to be afraid, but he has stood his ground. So no more violence from them. That was too much. When they start doing that, that is
Yeah,
when
it's
you,
crossing the line.
yes, crossing the line.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, anyway, guys, hopefully you love the show and let us know what you think in the comments.
And tell us your paranormal night shift stories, graveyard stories, ghost
Yes.
stories, any encounters with the other side, and we will share them and talk about them on some of our episodes, maybe on Sunday. This Sunday coming up, we have a live all the psychic readings. So we're going to touch on if anybody's got any paranormal activity, what to do about it. So tune in Sunday nights, Pacific Standard Time,
That's
7
right.
p.m.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the other side.
Keep it magical.
Bye-bye.